Hey, what's up, universe? It's 6:28 p.m. on Friday, July 28th, 2023. I just cried for just a second, just because, it comes up for me from time to time regarding my spiritual journey, the word responsibility. And this is something that, Reese and I would kind of go back and forth with every now and again. And I'm sure that some of you that are watching may feel the same about where's my responsibility, or am I being irresponsible? And the way that it's always been for me is that this is a spiritual journey for me. I'm a spiritual being first, and then I'm having a human experience, but I'm a spiritual being at my core. And that's the way I view all of us. We're all spiritual beings. So for me, my responsibility has always been towards my spirituality and towards my spiritual path, which has led me to go ahead and make choices that on a human level, like in the context of man or men, or as a human being, what we create for ourselves and the constructs that we create for ourselves, those choices appear irresponsible. And so I was just chatting with ChatGPT because I was like, hey, just give me some examples from various religions of individuals who have made choices that appear crazy, but they are part of that person's faith, like it's an act of faith on their journey. And ChatGPT was like, and it's kind of funny, here's 7 examples. I didn't ask for 7 examples. It came up and gave me 7 examples, across Christianity, Judaism, Jainism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism. I think I didn't count that, but that might have been 7. It just really touched me, because while individuals from those different schools of religion and thought and spiritual paths, sorry, there's a squirrel that just crawled up here, are examples, right, of faith. I'm not looking to, how do I want to say, I guess I am in a way putting myself on the same footing, but I believe us all to be able to do that, right? Just because those individuals and those religions are examples doesn't mean that we can't also be examples. And so I just felt compelled to speak to that because I definitely can struggle with that in my own mind, around my own journey, around judging myself and criticizing myself, and the chatter inside of my head, the self-talk I can have, how that impacts how I feel about myself and the way that I see myself. And also just kind of it's part of the journey too, basing my choices on that, with the type of fear that could come up around judgment, or the ridicule that one can experience when they live that type of life or choose that type of path. But again, to me, since I'm a spiritual being, and I really feel this, I feel it in my body when I make choices that are in alignment with my spiritual path, and when I ignore that calling, right, that nudge. And I'm a firm believer that if one disregards or dismisses or does not align themselves with, or chooses to ignore that nudge or that feeling, that guidance, then those things can impact our physical bodies. This is all energetic. And so if it's kind of like if I didn't let go of this house and the identity around I had professionally, then there would be other repercussions. I might have financial stability. I might have, as men would define, and I say that, not to as a human, as a society, as other human beings would define as responsible, and you know. Okay, I'm not sure why that paused. My internet connection is fine, it seems, but for some reason it paused. But yeah, I might have that financial stability and be, you know, participating in life in a quote unquote responsible way, as a vast majority of other human beings would define responsible. I would be ignoring the spiritual nudge. I would be ignoring that spiritual guidance. And that's where my decision making comes in, is because it's my path, my life, my journey, my connection with God or the divine or source or the universe, however you want to define it. And I'm being asked to make choices that are in alignment with my spiritual journey, even though they may look completely, totally, 100%. And then trust me, like I've said before, I have a rational brain. All of the technical jobs I've had require me to be logical. Even though those choices that are spiritually based may appear completely and radically irrational, they're still the responsible choices to make, because they're responsible towards my spiritual path. And that doesn't always translate very well for people. And I just felt compelled to speak to that, because it's coming up for me a little bit. You know, like there's all the uncertainty and everything. I spoke with Angela, and you know, my kids are gonna come stay with me this weekend, and I was not going to have them because I really don't have any food to eat here other than kind of feeding myself. There's not really options for the kids. It's not your normal kind of setup here. And so Angela and I, there's these two squirrels just totally playing around, and you should see this. I'll share this. Hopefully you can see that okay. All right. A little bit of playfulness, a little bit of levity. I spoke with Angela, and I'm deeply moved and grateful for her kindness and her generosity and the way that she's been handling the situation. Again, she doesn't owe me any loyalties, and I know what she's doing isn't for me, it's for the kids. What I am grateful for is her communication, how she's handled herself when talking to me, because I know she's one of the individuals in my life that philosophically would not agree with my choices. And the way that she's been present with me, I'm really grateful for, because there hasn't been any judgment or anything I haven't felt attacked or ridiculed, and I'm just expressing my gratitude for that. And also just wanted to acknowledge her, like I said, her deep generosity, and I'm just grateful to be able to see my boys and be with them. And so trust me, like when I say that when I make my choices, it's in alignment and part of my spiritual journey. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, that I have a rational brain. I'm logical. I'm not crazy. When I went to the counselor, he's like, "You're very intelligent and you've got high emotional intelligence." So I've had a professional tell me, a mental health professional tell me, that you're not batshit, even though I know what I choose may appear batshit. Trust me, like I've tried to tell people before, I'm the one living this. I get it. There's been so many times when I haven't been on this video and I'm like, what the hell? Like, you know, I'm as lost as anybody else that might be watching me. And I I just have this, I can, like I said, I can feel it in my body when I'm in and out of my spiritual alignment. And if I'm out of spiritual alignment, I feel it in my body deeply like it compels me to align myself. And I have no idea why. I don't know what the reasons are. I don't know what the outcomes are going to be. Just all of the things, everything that would make up an act of faith around not knowing, I experience that. And trust me, my mind is no different than anyone else's. I love certainty. I love patterns. I love the safety of patterns. I love stability. I love not having to worry about things. I'm a human being. But again, I felt called to talk to these things, because I'm kind of going through a little bit of that right now. So, I mean, right now, emotionally, I'm feeling okay. I don't feel overly disturbed. I am still just kind of grappling with, like, there's a lot that I don't know. And I can, most of the time, really lean into that faith and feel safe and secure in it, which is pretty much where I'm at right now, even though I don't know what's going on. I'm not 100% there, but I am more there than I was just a couple of days ago. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for giving me some time and space. Thank you for journeying with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.